Okay, we've got the first storm of the season coming in. So I'm going to go out camping, and the weather's supposed to come in now. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see the mountains over there. They're getting kind of socked in. That mountain right there, there's a mountain in there. That's kind of where I'm going, and it looks like I can see some cloud right there. It looks like it's precipitating already. I wanted to get out here before the precipitation came, but I may not have made it. I'm going to drive out there and we'll see if we made it. Getting pretty close to the campsite. The rain hasn't come yet. There's a little bit of sprinkle on the windshield, but it's still quite dry out here. The forest is about as dry as it could ever be, and there's a lot of precipitation supposed to be coming, and wind. Right now you can see the trees are, well, they're starting to sway a little bit, but there's supposed to be some pretty serious wind and rain and snow coming, but it looks like we might get to set up camp before it really hits. So I'm pretty close. I have to hike in a little bit to get to camp, but I'm hopeful. Okay, I think I found my spot. Hasn't started raining yet. You can see the wind's picking up now. It's still kind of just breezy where I'm at. But those trees are just bright. I don't know if they show up on the camera so much, but the color out here is just fabulous. That's what I'm here for. And so this is going to be my tent spot. I know it doesn't show so much in the video, but it's a little bit flat in there. And I'll get a little protection from these trees. The wind will be coming from over there. So I'm going to get my tent set up. Okay, got my tent set up ahead of the storm. I brought my really Super Duty tent. Oh, I haven't staked out. I'm going to stake out a few guy lines too, because I think the winds are supposed to be pretty severe tonight. I brought this chair. I don't know if I'll actually use it because it's going to be precipitating, I know. So yeah, I'll stake out those guy lines and go get the rest of my camp gear, and looks like I made it. Yay! Well, it's kind of crazy at the moment. It's like car camping, but I have to hike. I don't know, like a half mile or something each way. So I took like 3 trips. One with my tent, my sleeping bag, and the chair, and all that. The other with, geez, I can't remember. Anyway, clothing. I had a lot of clothing because I'm anticipating foul weather. And now I got just miscellaneous stuff like stove, food, water, all the little things. And I swear, the timing on this is crazy. I'm just about done setting up camp, and the rain is just now starting. I mean, it's kind of drizzling basically right now, but I've been like kind of hauling ass all day to try to get in ahead of the storm, and I think you could say I'm about 2 minutes late, because technically speaking it's drizzling right now, but I'm I'm about 100 feet away from my tent, and it's not really drizzling enough to really get me wet yet, you know? So it's a success. See, the ground's still dry. I'll show you the tent. When I get there, we'll see how much precip has fallen, because it'll show on the fabric of the tent really well. Well, okay, it's not showing, but basically it's coming. I made it. Okay, I'm gonna get in the tent. I'll be back in touch later. Okay, so probably tomorrow I'll show you this more clearly. I don't know if I can zoom with this. Oh, I guess I can. But over there, those trees way over there, they're not really turned yet. They're partly turned, but really what you see there is just the beginning, and then it goes into a real forest of big, those trees are really tall, like, you know, they could even be 200 feet tall. And when you get further down, over, you know, they're kind of hidden and they go further away, but they're just still green. And so it's kind of interesting how I'm trying to get back to out of this zoom thing. I have to pause the video for a second. That got me out. Anyways, those trees are still kind of green, but you know, then these trees are almost fully, like the smallest trees are fully yellow, and some of these trees, we'll see there, it doesn't show real well in this light, but that one is still green. Maybe they're different species, and the ones around it are yellow. It's either the species or the size, because that green one there is tall, like all the ones over there. Here's a tall one, but this one's basically dead. It's pretty amazing, some of these trees. This trunk here, this is a dead tree, but that trunk's about 4 feet wide. Pretty good size. And there's some trees that are bigger than that in the real thick of it. But it's still got some life in it, but it's kind of mostly dead. So a lot of elk come through here. It's elk poop. Leaves are starting to float through the sky. I'm hearing a noise over there. I think it's just wind whistling through something. Kind of wanted to show you this here. It's a creek bed. I've actually camped in this creek bed before. I don't know why. But in the spring, this runs with water. Looks almost man-made there, but it's just natural like this. And it does run in the spring, and it goes under that tree and just keeps going. I could probably even show you. Keeps going over there. But the leaves coming down. Such an amazing time. There's going to be a lot of leaves falling with this storm coming. Well, they're not completely turned yet, so that they won't really all fall. But look It's a little bit wet here now. You can see my little moisture there, but it hasn't really started raining yet, you know? It's just kind of drizzled a little bit off and on, but it's not drizzling right now. I keep talking about the weather, you know, and you're probably like, oh, come on, David. What is the big deal about the weather? But I tell you, there's a storm coming. And I have seen some doozies here. I've camped here quite a bit, and it really rips through here. A lot of these trees are dead, you know. It used to be, when I first came here, there was a big forest behind these trees right here. You'll see in a sec that it's kind of empty now behind these trees. See how there's like a wall of trees right in front of me, these trees. But right on the other side you can see all that yellow stuff there. That's just little trees that are coming in where all the big trees used to be. And they just all died. I mean, obviously there's still trees that are alive, but there was a whole bunch of death in here. And one night, if you look at my videos, one a long time ago, I think in like 2014, you'll see one rain camping video. It was basically out here, and a bunch of these trees fell. This, you know, when that video was taken, there was a lot of trees, big trees here, but a lot of them fell. I mean, almost all of them, really, you know. So, I'll show you one of my other campsites. I mean, you can camp anywhere you want out here, really, right? But there's a spot I've camped at a couple times. It's pretty cool. I didn't camp there today. I think because I brought kind of a bigger tent, and I wasn't really sure how well it fit in here, because it's kind of a little nook here. But this spot, right here, is a great spot in amongst a few trees. And there's even that's a little fire hole I dug for when it's appropriate to have fire. And you get this view of this bank of trees here. But today I set up over here, just a little ways away, because I wanted to have a little more space, I guess, because this tent's kind of big. Because I think I'm staying here for a couple nights. Look, it's sunny. Isn't it amazing? How bright this get. Okay, I'll get back to you later. So I'm just laying in the grass, just hanging out, listening to the wind blow through the trees. rain started about 3 o'clock. It's now 3:30, and I can't really point the camera towards the storm because it's getting pretty bad. But I mean, it may not look real bad in the camera, but there's some pretty strong gusts of wind, and the rain is coming down, kind of, drenching the tent. I mean, with the naked eye, you can see sheets of rain coming down. I think it's going to get worse, but I thought I'd take this little bit of video because I might end up having to close this door. I'm not real sure. Oh, there's turkey out there. See him? That's crazy. I've never seen turkey out here. I mean, I've seen them close to here, but not specifically here. That's pretty cool. I can only peek out now. It's raining so much, and it's so windy, but it's going to get dark soon. So we'll see what happens in the morning. Okay, it's morning. I'm having a cup of coffee, and I don't know, you probably can't see too well, but there's ice in the grass there. It's not really precipitating at the moment, but when you walk around out there, there's little bits of ice everywhere in the grass and stuff, so it's getting colder, but the precipitation's kind of let up. It was quite a windy and rainy night. I was very comfortable in my 20 below bag and with my Exped down mat, 3.5 inch thick pad, and just fabulous sleeping in here. The Nemo Endurance or Chagori tent has been fabulous. Venting up here. So yeah, I don't know. I was gonna stay 2 nights, but kind of feel like maybe I got my storm fix. I might bail out today. We'll see. Look at that. Oh, it's a pretty sky, huh? Sun hasn't really shown itself. It's up, but I don't know. It's not very high yet, I guess. So I'll probably do a little more video later. Well, the sun's showing itself. Shining on our trees. Bunch of blue sky above. I don't know. Over there, I think I see clouds still in the distance behind the trees, but pretty fabulous morning.